2016 has been an interesting year for film. Critically disappointing blockbusters led to the mainstream rise of indie film, and I couldn't cross the road without hearing Hell or High Water was the greatest film of the year, where the die-hard fans of comic books had fun with Batman vs Superman. The blockbusters over summer seemed to push cinemagoers towards the indie, and it was in this purgatory that viewers watched The Neon Demon, and I imagine a lot of people wish that they didn't. Nicolas Winding Refn at it again with the blending of art house and mainstream, luring innocents to the theatre only to trick them into a slow, glittering and downright uncomfortable experience. It doesn't make sense, I hated it, ban this film. For me, The Neon Demon has been the most electrifying of the year, and I can't stop thinking about it, and most likely won't. So this video is not here to justify it, convert the non-supporters, or really change anyone's minds about it. I'm just wondering who exactly is The Neon Demon. Nicolas Winding Refn is the director many love to hate. Films such as Pusher and Valhalla Rising, starring Hannibal Lecter, have split audiences and critics alike. His slow pace and filmmaking supposedly superseded by his visual style. Creme brulee filmmaking. Once the surface cracks, the mess becomes apparent. Drive, starring the Gauze, is his most successful film, tricking viewers into thinking they had an arthouse experience at a matinee showing. A great film, with great visual style no doubt, but only a step in the puddle of the mainstream for Refn to fund his following projects. Only God Forgives what the critics did not, and the 2013 film found its incredibly well-deserved cult following a poor reception and taking. And this leads us on to The Neon Demon, with Nicolas Winding Refn reaching deep to find his inner 16-year-old girl, to give us an alternate look at the beauty industry swallowing its slaves and masters whole. A world of sleaze, dresses and monsters. Jessie, played by Elle Fanning, finds herself incredibly out of her depth, giving into her narcissism to become some sort of Alice in a glittering nightmare. As each layer of her character is stripped, literally and metaphorically, she is rebuilt as a creature deserving of her own admiration. As her transformation takes place, I think of the title, The Neon Demon. I wonder who it could be referring to. I believe the main candidates are Jessie herself, the overly friendly Ruby, the slender and terrifying Sarah and Gigi, or even the men that are shaped by the industry. Let's have a look at each and see what pieces we are left with. Jessie is the deer caught in the headlights, crashing headfirst through the windscreen of self-absorption, falling in love with herself and the thing she seems to possess. Why is everyone infatuated with her? A blow-in from out of town, unconfident and underage, the exact kind of good person who can be broken down and manipulated, or an act to distract onlookers from the dangerous girl of the missing mother's past, pushing all out of her path on the journey to fame. Jessie becomes consumed, and with her downfall others are able to rise. Is this girl the demon in the industry, glowing so bright that everyone else is forgotten about? Natural beauty, not carved or stuffed or injected. Nothing fake or nothing false? No. Roberto, the fashion designer, is wrong. This girl is all fake, all false, a blank slate, forcing herself on the world. I do not believe Jessie is the Neon Demon. True, she ravages the world she inhabits, but I really believe she is destroyed. A demon does not get torn to shreds by the innocent. Ruby, on the other hand, a comforter, powerful and imposing, removed from the intimacies of modelling, manipulating from the benches. A makeup artist, she can paint people however she chooses, and she chooses Jessie. No one plays confidence like Jenna Malone, and as what appears to be the leader of a blood-based convent, it's difficult to not see her as the mastermind behind Jessie's Icarus. Ruby is marked by red, and with Refn, red means danger. She is horrifically immoral, conducting deplorable acts, a source of stability that soon carries the finale in a close-up shot, burdened with evil and superiority, looking down at her victim-to-be, soundtrack twisting and changing to throw balance from the equation. The Black Phillip of LA, claiming another soul for what, I wonder? What about her followers? With Ruby as the final hurdle to be overthrown, Sarah and Gigi are the Ornstein and Smog before the game changes. Each of these women prove to be the antithesis of aspects of Jessie's drive, the Frankenstein and the older model. Two victims of the industry, one washed up, losing the attention of her masters, too old to change the world, and the other staying relevant by changing her face and body, no longer naturally beautiful, but a manufactured product, easily consumed and digested by a world as stock model A. Two catwalks from Jessie destroy their aspirations, cast them to the side. Did they always intend to destroy Jessie? No, they were forced to. Forced by Ruby? Not necessarily, but to survive. Model eat model. Are they the demon? No. But they certainly serve one. What about the men of the piece? Are they the demon? The simple answer here is no, but I believe they certainly turn the cogs. We have the inciting incident, the conflict, and the climax of Jessie's journey, pivoted by these guys. The not boyfriend Dean giving Jessie her moment in the spotlight, presenting her as a subject of the modelling world. We have Jack the photographer. Intimate sessions reveal Jessie to the world, making her visible for the first time. And of course Roberto, placing her on a pedestal, letting her transform into her most narcissistic. And what does Jessie think of these men? Hank. Hank represents how Jessie sees this world with her big blue eyes. Keanu Reeves' Hank, who enters nightmares, encouraging Jessie to open up, only to burst into reality with an audience-disturbing attack, which only seems to interest Jessie, and she knows what's to be expected. No, these men are not the Neon Demon, but they are a product of its architecture.
When I was a kid, I would sneak out into the roof at night. I thought the moon looked like a big round eye.
I think that Jessie knows what the Neon Demon is. A great big eye, watching the mortals coil and fret, manipulating events within its own belly. LA is the Neon Demon, a labyrinth of blood and fashion, attractive from a distance but all-consuming in proximity. The city watches its subjects, allowing them to bask in its reflective pond, and turns away when they become focused on the self. A borderline Lovecraftian cosmic horror, watching and luring Jessie from her childhood, but forgetting about her once it in turn has been forgotten. Worshipped by Ruby, seemingly a blood witch, placing an offering before the moon, the blood of the one who displeased her god. Not everyone can handle this cycle, and opening herself up, Gigi proves she is not like these other monsters. She too became focused on what was inside, not out. The Neon Demon has many cogs, being turned by those unsuspecting and those in the know, a cult driven by beauty and blood. Perhaps I'm incorrect, and I love that this film can be read in so many different ways, but I love a good Lovecraftian fairy tale. That was my look at the Neon Demon. This has been my immersion, and thank you for watching.